Do I need to be a talkative before I can become a professional speaker or MC? How do MCs and speakers even make money at all? Now, after all is said and done, which real problems do professional speakers and MCs solve in Ghana? This and many others will be answered by my guest, Mr. Kafui Dey, on this episode. Join us. And you are welcome to this episode on the Talent Master Show with me, Maxwell. Today I have with me Mr. Kafui Dey. He's a professional speaker, he moderates events, he's a professional MC as well. Now, before I get to my guest for today, I want to just give you a little scenario. So have you had an experience where you are out of home and need to sleep in a hotel, but you go through so much discomfort and you're unable to sleep? Well, at Eastgate Hotel, we promise you luxury and comfort at its best. Eastgate Hotel is located in East Legon, where we are currently having the shoot. I urge you to come here and experience our services. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome onto the show, Mr. Kafui Dey. Mr. Dey, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Max. Good to see you.
Good to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Indeed, anytime I get to meet you, I'm amazed by the way you are so time conscious. What accounts for that?
Well, I don't want to disappoint the person I'm supposed to be having the meeting with, so try and leave early, take account of traffic, and get there on time. I mean, that's the mark of a professional, and it shows respect for the other person as well.
Wow, yeah. That's really good, because myself, I've learned that about you. So today I made sure I got here way ahead of time so that I'm here before you.
Charlie, good on you.
Anyway,
good on you.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
All right, so let's begin. You're a professional speaker, you're a moderator, you're an MC. What does your job entail?
It involves enhancing communication. It involves getting an event to run on time. It involves introducing speakers professionally so that they want to speak and the audience wants to listen to them. It involves being the glue in the program. This is mainly to do with emceeing and moderating. But I do other things as well as a professional speaker. I train in seminars and workshops, and I do events for corporates and individuals as well. Yeah, but basically that's what I do.
Okay, so let's take it one by one. As an MC, what goes into MCing?
I say it's 20% talking. So if you're talkative, it's nice. You like to talk, it's good.
My intro was very good.
It's 20%, but it's 80% management really, because you're managing time, you're managing emotions, you're responsible for the mood of an event, you are managing expectations. You just want to make sure that all the audiences, all the stakeholders are satisfied. So the audience, the speaker, the client who engaged you on the job, and it's not about you. So it's not an ego thing. It's management.
So do I need any training before I can become an MC?
Yes, and the fact that you are a good speaker doesn't necessarily mean you'll be a great MC, because MCing is more of a management function. You are starting an event and ending it, and hopefully everything will be on time, objectives would have been attained, and people will leave feeling that they got something from the event. Yeah, so you need to be trained.
Formal training or just an informal training here and there?
Well, we don't have a bachelor's degree in MCing. So a lot of people kind of accidentally fell into it. So they were identified as people who spoke well, and they thought, oh, we have this event, can you come and host it for us? And then you jump into it, you make a couple of mistakes, but that's normal. If you are learning, you should make mistakes. And then you make it better. You read books, you watch other MCs, you ask MCs questions, and you get better. If you want to learn all the time, you get better.
Okay. Now, as a professional speaker, how did you get into professional speaking? Did you start when you finished school, or did you have to wait for a number of years to practice professionally in your field before becoming a professional speaker?
I started via MCing when I was working as a salesman with a shipping company. So one day my boss said, we have a corporate event, a cocktail, and would like you to host it. Okay. And it started from there, and I developed it. Prior to that, I had broadcasting experience on the University of Ghana campus. I was a DJ, volunteer DJ, yes. And then
what was the name back then?
Well, they used to call me Rascaf.
DJ Rascaf. For those of you who never knew, Mr. Dey was once a DJ.
So on the radio, so playing music and doing requests. Yeah, and then I've had experience in Kumasi on Capital Radio, on Choice FM in Accra. I've had TV experience as well with Who Wants to Be Rich, the game show, GH1.
I think that's what brought you out into limelight.
That's what a lot of people say, and it was a great breakthrough for me.
That's what people say. But
yes.
What do you think brought you out into the limelight?
Well, I listen to what people say, and they say, "Oh, this is what made you come out there." And I say, "Well, thank you very much. It was a great opportunity, and I'm very glad for the doors that it opened for me. It enabled me to become a corporate MC full time. It enabled me to write a book, my first book, How to MC Any Event, and it took me to many places. So my professional speaking career came out of MCing.
Oh, okay.
And I've developed into the various things where I do training now, and I do one-on-one coaching, and group coaching as well, workshops, seminars. Yeah, it's all around that talent of profession of speaking.
So I'm assuming that you make money from all these areas, from MCing.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Can you take us through how you make money with what you do?
Well, with MCing, I charge a fee. Whether it's a half day or a full day, I have a fee for that. If I'm moderating, I charge a fee as well. I make money while I sleep because one of my books is online, so people buy it. And this is my first book. It's called How to MC Any Event, and it's online. It's on Amazon. Okay. So people buy it there. I sell the physical copies as well. Okay. I'm making audio versions of this, which will also be sold. My presentations that I do, my training presentations, I record them. So there's audio, there's video, and so you can sell. So you go to an event and you have recordings of previous events at the back of the room, which you can sell as well. I have currently 2 people that I will be training pretty shortly. They need some training for success at a job interview, and one is also preparing to be promoted to a higher level, and they believe that she needs a bit more public speaking confidence. So I'll be doing that. So I do one-on-one training as well. I do seminars. I was at a seminar at the University of Ghana last week, and I took about 30 students in the basics of communication and public speaking. So there are various streams that help me to make money.
So what I can see is this: there is one basic talent or one little talent, which you can say is speaking or talking.
Yes.
But through that, you have created various channels.
Exactly so. Exactly so. So that's the main talent is communication. Okay. And then previously I was a radio presenter. I was a TV presenter. Yeah. You know, I've done voiceovers for various commercial products, goods and services. You know, so I'm a panelist on a discussion panel. I've done that as well. And so there are so many streams all flowing into this one sea.
So if I'm someone who wants to be an MC and I'm complaining that MCs are poor or there's no money in MC, is it something I'm doing wrong or is something that is not coming? What could account for that?
You're not valuing your gift and you're probably not promoting it well and marketing it well. Yeah. So I see myself as a professional speaker, and MCing is only one stream. Okay. Because there's moderating, there's being a panelist, I'm a spokesperson for Accra Psychiatric Hospital and Save Our Beaches Ghana. It's because of my communication talent that I was asked to represent these 2 institutions. So they may not be paying any money, but I am also contributing to raising awareness about mental health, raising awareness about cleanliness of our beaches, you know, so I believe I'm contributing to the development of this country using my voice. Okay. Yeah.
So let's assume that I want to follow your path. I want to do what you do. Where do I start from?
You start by volunteering. So you work for free for a lot of time. So if there's a church or a mosque event or a family event, there's a wedding, there's a birthday party, it's even a funeral. They always need somebody to start the event, to introduce speakers, to keep the event on time. So you volunteer to do it. And that gives you practice. And say, for example, you haven't had any experience at all in MCing and you got 10 volunteer jobs with various organizations, that becomes something you can put on your CV and show to the next person that, look, this is what I've been doing and this is my fee. You know, and then you take it from there. Yeah.
I buy so much into the volunteering, but interestingly, young people of today, we don't want to volunteer. Yeah. Everyone wants to just go right in for the cash. But I've been preaching for volunteering for a very long time.
It is the way to get your name out there, you know, and it gives you an opportunity to learn things. Because if you're volunteering, or you are assisting somebody who is already in the game, that's also another way of learning. Like the way the apprentices do. So the carpenters, even doctors, they follow other doctors and see what they are doing, those who are ahead of them, and you learn from them. So as for volunteering, it will get to a point where even if you are a master, you can actually pay somebody to come and give you advice, somebody who's gone ahead of you and give you advice on what to do to get even better. I believe in continuous learning, and it can start from volunteering.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Now you made mention of a word that I was going to get to, master, which encompasses what you are doing here at Talent Masters. Mr. Kafui Dey, are you a master of your talent?
Yes, without doubt.
Okay.
Yes, I have the confidence that I know what I'm doing, and it didn't just happen by chance. I remember at a point in time where I was and where I am now. And I know that I have not arrived. There's still always more to learn. Yes, so, and I get feedback from what I do. So wherever I am, whether it's here in Ghana, I've done 2 events abroad in South Africa, in Nigeria. MCing took me to those places. Okay. Paid for me, took me there, paid all my expenses, and paid me on top.
You know, we'll get there. This of us want to get there.
Yeah. But it didn't come just by chance. It was deliberate. You know, I wrote a book. I'm still writing. I have an article, a column for my articles in the Business and Financial Times every Friday. Okay. I have a piece there. It's called Speak with Confidence. It's there. So I'm always learning. If I go do it, I run a blog as well. So I have a blog, Kafui-Dey.blogspot.com. So I go to an event, interesting things that happen, I sit down and then I write about them and put them on my blog. The latest one was an event I went to where I had all these very weird Dutch names. Weird because I don't speak Dutch. And the word is spelled one way but pronounced completely differently. And I got all the research, and when I mentioned people's names, they were so excited. So, wow, how did you get that name? And I just smiled, it's my secret. But it's research, you know, And then when the speaker is happy, you know that the event will go well.
Yeah, sure. Wow, I see. I mean, amazing stuff Mr. Dey is sharing here with us. One thing I know for sure, Mr. Dey is a master of his talents. No two ways about that. If you are mentioning top 3 speakers in Ghana and you don't mention Mr. Dey's name, I don't know whose name you're going to put there, because it's one of the best. I mean, I have been following him since I was young. So if at this point I have the honor of emceeing him, I think I'm also arriving small. I'll be a master of my talent. All right, so let's get to the very final part of this whole discussion. So what you do as a professional speaker, as a trainer, as a moderator, as an MC, which problems do you solve for Ghana with what you do?
Well, let me start with what I do for which I'm not paid any money. I'm a spokesperson I'm the Goodwill Ambassador for Accra Psychiatric Hospital. Okay. And so I raise awareness about psychiatric health, mental health, and I raise funds as well. We've done 2 major fundraisers and then even an online fundraising activity. Without my voice, for the Accra Psychiatric Hospital, without my voice, I don't think we would have gotten to where we have gone. We still have a long way to go, but I'm the very first Goodwill Ambassador that they've had. And I believe that we are trying to chip away at the ignorance that exists around mental health. So I believe with my voice, I'm helping the team at Accra Psychiatric Hospital to further their aims. I'm also a spokesperson for Save Our Beaches Ghana, and that deals with keeping our beaches clean.
Very important.
And so this covers from Volta region through Greater Accra region, through Central region to Western region, the entire shoreline of Ghana. And we are sensitizing the communities, we are raising awareness and also raising funds to deal with clean beaches. So that's my development benefit with my voice. And now for the other things that I make money off, yes, I'm getting paid for providing a service, and I'm enhancing people's communication skills. Communication is key. Wherever you are, whether it's for a relationship, whether it's for academic purposes, make presentations, whether it's for business purposes, you have to go and sell. If you're a salesperson without great communication skills, you are in trouble. So I believe that I am contributing to enhancing people's communication skills.
Before we end, I would want to know what are your final words for our viewers and what do you think about this show?
Thank you for the opportunity. You have a talent. Yes, I'm talking to you. Your job is to find it and develop it. Simple.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Dey.
It's a pleasure. Take it to the max.
Sure, I will. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 2 of Talent Master Show with me, Maxwell Mensah. I believe for those of you who are considering becoming professional speakers, moderators, MCs, and anything that has to do with this kind of area, you've learned so much from my guest, Mr. Kafui Dey. You are reminded we are sponsored by Eastgate Hotel here in East Legon. We are also sponsored by Utama. Utama provided this lovely shirt I'm wearing, and for all the attires I'll be wearing, they are being sponsored by Utama. We are also sponsored by Mantra Group, Dancehall International Services, Ultimate Credit Solutions Limited, Chicken Plus, Majesty Group, and a whole lot more. But we also invite you, if you want to sponsor our show, if you want to partner with us, come on and let's give you these benefits. All right, so thank you very much, and I'll see you in our next episode. Kudos.